Hi folks, Michael back again from Countryside. This week's plant of the week is going to be mums, the chrysanthemum. We sell quite a few varieties here. They come in 5 basic color types. The best color patterns for fall. We have lavender purple colors, we have some orangey browns, we have white, we have yellow, and we have some red colors as well. So if you want color for your fall gardens, mums are the staple plant for that. They do have a bloom period of usually about 3 to 5 weeks. So it depends on when you want to have that color. Some of them bloom a little earlier, some bloom a little later. So you can plant some early ones for some earlier color, some later ones for later color. The way we can tell is some of the early ones, like at this point, are starting to flesh out. They're starting to show some color at this point, and they're starting to have their buds swell at this, like this. So these are going to be opening pretty soon here. So from this point on, they usually last about 3 to 5 weeks. It is kind of weather dependent. So when it gets to this point, in the hotter, sunnier spot you put them in, the faster they'll be done. If you put them in a kind of cooler, shadier spot, they're going to last a little bit longer. So they kind of like those cool, shady temperatures. So it depends on the weather we have. Cooler, cloudier, it's going to last a little longer. Warmer, sunnier. And if you want to put them in a container, if you want to put them in a shady location, you can do that. So once they get to this point where they start swelling, they'll continue to open even in a shadier spot. So if you have a shady spot there, it's good for that as well. So if you want something that blooms a little bit later, say you want something that blooms a little farther, towards October and such, you want to get something like this. So this one's, the buds are still pretty tight on this. So this one isn't going to even start opening until a week or two from now. That way the bloom period, the bloom time is going to be extended into October if you want something to bloom a little bit later on. So we do sell them in a couple sizes. This is our regular normal 9-inch size. We have some larger tubs as well, and we also going to have some smaller 5-inch size like this as well. So you want to get the timing right for your flowers. And again, they'll bloom for a good chunk of the fall season. These are all hardy mums, so they're all perennials. They will come back next year. If you want them to be perennials, they need to be put in a sunny location. The earlier you'll plant them, the better. So because the earlier you plant them, they'll get their roots set before going into winter. The later you plant them, they're trying to flower and set their roots at the same time. Sometimes it's a little too much for the plant, doesn't get the roots set before winter time, so we're going to get them earlier as best you can. And also try to put them in a location where they get good drainage. The way they kind of die over the winter time is if they get too wet and moist in the winter time. So if you want to raise them up just a little bit or put some gravel underneath them a little bit just to make sure the water wicks away. Anything in the mum family doesn't like to be wet in the winter time, and that's how they usually get killed. But again, great plant for fall. A lot of people just use them for annuals, just for some fall color. Picked a lot of varieties. We grow 20,000 here at Countryside, so we got plenty of them available for you. But thank you very much for joining us. Have a great day.